up on the shelf.
1979.
Ooh, yeah.
The madness in the music
See?
capture you.
That's Michael.
Life ain't so bad at all. If you living off the wall, life ain't so So this interview is called Michael, the Album Era. I'm gonna pull out a specific album, one that was chosen for each one of you, and I just wanna kinda know, when you see it, what comes to mind? Is it the music? Is it a day that you remember? What memory does this album bring up for you?
Oh, cool.
I love this.
Thank you. Like I said,
props.
no
I'm
wrong answers. Okay. First one is for Jafar.
Love that album.
This is Bad, 1987. Big hits were Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, and The Way You Make Me Feel. When you see this album, what comes to mind?
What comes to mind first is watching the Smooth Criminal video repeatedly, like 10 times a day as a kid. I think that was the first video I saw of Michael's that just really, I was addicted to it. And then I got into Thriller. But that Smooth Criminal, then listening to, of course, Man in the Mirror and the message behind it, but Smooth Criminal as a kid was my go-to.
Getting ready for any of these eras, was there one that was, you killed it. Like, you killed it in this movie. But was there any particular era that felt more daunting to you than others?
Honestly, actually, the Off the Wall era, only because the style of the movement was so new to me. Like, I thought I had confidence in that era of movement, but then going back in time was like, it was weird to my body, so I felt very self-conscious, but I had to just trust the groove and trust the music, and then repetition, and keep doing it, and then I ended up, feeling free enough to really believe in it.
Oh, well, you did a fantastic job. I would have never known.
Trust the Groove should be a t-shirt.
Trust the groove, yeah.
Trust
We're
the
gonna
groove.
make t-shirts.
Okay, I love that.
So I picked this album out before I even before I even saw the movie, but this one's for Coleman.
Love that.
I know that.
Victory,
Victory Tour.
1984, certified 2 times platinum.
Whoa.
When you see this, how does it make you feel?
It was the coolest thing I remember. I think I had to be about 15. And suddenly the Jacksons were coming back together and they were super fly. They came with new outfits. They were really, everything was tight and athletic and really cool. And I was like, oh my God, these brothers are killing it. And this one song, it's torture, doom, 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 torture. And I was like, they killed it. And so for me, that became, as a 15-year-old, that was my time for the Jacksons, and seeing them come back together again. So I remember that very well. And I remember wanting to dress exactly like them. Especially, and I did probably to a certain extent, like two-tone things and, parachute pants. That was my era. Yeah, kind of still is.
Well, I was laughing because I was opening this record and I've pulled it out a couple times, but this was what was stuck behind it. It is a Jackson World Tour merchandise little pamphlet. You could get a t-shirt for $8.
That's fantastic.
Price.
So, yes, I was laughing because I was like, oh, I have a...
Awesome.
So, it very relevant to your portrayal of Joe in the movie.
Thank you.
Next.
Had to make some money, so merchandising.
Oh,
You always found a way.
I swear, I come from a very strict Asian family, and there were certain moments in the movie where I was like, yes, sir.
Good. Who is this?
This one is actually Nia.
Yes.
What comes to mind for this? This is the best-selling album of all time. It is 43 years old with 70 million copies sold.
Greatness. When I see that, greatness, achievement, I think Michael was really in his full self for this album. And even cinematically, he took it to the next level with his videos, with the dancers, with his imagination. It was like all the things that we knew about him as young Michael manifested in this version of himself. And I mean, how do you not know Thriller?
Well, I just want to say that Nia was 12 years old when this came
sure
out.
was.
Coleman was 13, Antoine was 16, Graham was 21.
Wow.
And I wasn't even born.
And Jafar, and the two of you were not born yet. You guys weren't even a thought in your mind.
16, yeah.
Okay, the next one I have,
The youngest.
Julie Juliano.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God, I love that. I've never seen this. This is so good.
ABC 1970. ABC and The Love You Save were the big hits on this album.
Nice.
What do you feel when you see this album?
Happiness, like, I would definitely wake up in the morning and just, just listening to this in the morning that's my jam. And just seeing where Michael Jackson started, and, you know, he started even like, how do you put this? When this album came out, they were rising up, you know, the charts. And so after this album, they were like really hot in the 70s. And when Thriller came out, he was like one of the greatest of all times.
Yes.
Yes.
This is like the beginning.
This is the beginning. This is the start of an era.
It's magical, right?
Yeah.
Is what it
It's
is.
the start of an era.
And your portrayal, your dance moves, man. This one
good.
is for Graham.
Oh.
So third album, 1970. I believe this came out 4 months after ABC. This was the fourth consecutive #1 album of the Jackson 5. I'll Be There was the #1 hit off of this. When you see this, how does that make you feel?
Nostalgic. And I think that's what the ride we take people on in the film. It's a nostalgia ride. And I think everyone, Michael and his brothers touched everyone with their music. So I think about growing up in the UK, in London, and the Jackson 5 coming to the UK and 10,000 screaming people at the airport. In fact, a great story about your Uncle Tito do you remember getting left behind in 1970? And he had to jump on the roof of the car because people were just going nuts. And I remember Tito, before he passed, told me this story. And that's where he got the bowler hat, was in London. Right?
wow.
Right. So I think about my youth and growing up and listening to that music.
Was there a moment in production where you felt that, this just isn't a movie, this is like pop culture history that we're doing?
I think way before production. I think to be sitting here today, there's, just talent in front of us, and just kind of even having a right to Michael Jackson's catalog in the Jackson 5 is the most incredible. I don't know. I think I go home after this. What do you do? So yeah, it's incredibly honored. And I can't wait for the world to see the film.
You're absolutely right. It's like, I've seen the film. Where do you go from here? Like, this is like top level. I feel that. And I have one for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Off the wall.
Gotta leave your 9 to 5 up on the shelf.
1979.
Yeah.
the baddest in the music
See?
capture you.
That's Michael.
Life ain't so bad at all if you living off the wall.
Like you. Living off the wall.
This is my favorite. I love them all, but this one is my favorite album. So when you see this, how does it make you feel? What memories does it bring you back?
My youth, for sure. I think I was in high school when this came out. What year was this?
1979.
79? Well, yeah. That's Michael. That's beautiful Michael. That's beautiful Michael. That's where my mother, my sisters, my family would go crazy when they saw Michael Jackson as a young man. That's Michael becoming a young man right there and finding himself, and the world discovering Michael as an individual. And Studio 54 and all that, right?
You broke social barriers with that album.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
question.
That was the beginning
Right.
of the Michael that a lot of us know. Yeah.
Well, I have one other album in here.
I think it's
my
dangerous.
album-
Oh,
Wow, I've never seen this.
I've never.
This
I've
is
never-
Skywriter,
Beautiful.
1973.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
This was The Corner of the Sky is the big hit off of this one. The note that I have is Michael's voice really started to change and started to mature during this album, and you know, you do kind of touch on that a little bit in the movie, but you know, has anybody? I mean, you just said you haven't seen it.
never
Has
seen it.
anybody seen this one?
You know what?
Somewhere in my memory.
You better
my-
say yes.
My mother.
I've seen this song.
What was the hit song?
This was Corner of the Sky was the big one. What's really fun is on the inside, there's a Motown pop quiz on the inside. Yeah.
What year was this?
1973.
Oh, I was too young.
Yeah, see. I wasn't even born. But Jafar, you've seen this. So, you know, what sort of memory does this bring back for you?
I've seen the cover. Now, musically, I forget. I should know this.
No,
but I
it's
forget
okay.
what's
Here, look at
inside.
this.
Let me see. But I do remember hearing some of these songs, and you can notice in Michael's voice, the tone. Sometimes his voice cracks, and you could tell he's maturing in the tonality of his voice and his falsetto.
He's taller too. Right? Yeah, he's taller.
Wow, this is a really cool.
That's great album.
I've seen this photo, but I've never seen physical. You know, the physical copy of this album.
I went to a very vintage store. I called them and they told me that I ran as soon as I was like, hold it for me.
Wow.
I'm coming to get it. And I've been listening to it ever since I knew that I was doing this. So it's a great album. I mean, as they all are.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of time, but quickly, before I let you all go, if you guys could just say one word on to describe what this experience has been like for you, working on the film, not with me, but just one word that, you know, will just, I don't know, put it all together for you.
It's an honor.
Gratitude.
Magic.
Thrilling.
Spiritual.
Emotional.
Wow. Before I let you go, you know, I am a big Michael Jackson fan. I remember the day that he died. I was 6 months pregnant. And I remember sitting there, holding my stomach, thinking, what a tragedy it was that my daughter wasn't going to be born in a world where Michael was alive. But this film shows the heart, the spirit, and the magic of who he really was. And I appreciate that generations are going to be able to watch this film and see who he was. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.